Well, hey everyone, it's Marcus, and I'm zooming all the way over from Bali today. Whoop. And I'm speaking to Rob Mills over in Melbourne. Rob Mills, how are you?
Good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Hey, the reason why we're chatting is you have got an amazing show that's about to kick off touring. You're doing the rehearsals at the moment. It is the Bon Jovi show. Tell us all about it.
So it came about a few months back, the start of the year. My good friend Joe Torre, he's the drummer in the show. He is a massive Bon Jovi fan. And he's like, Millsy, just Bon Jovi's celebrating 40 years of his career this year. I was like, 40 years? There's no way. And then we, did the maths, and of course, yeah, he is. And I went back and watched the new documentary that just come out on Disney, and what a legacy that Bon Jovi has. But unfortunately, he doesn't have his voice anymore. It doesn't have, like, he's still got a voice, but not as strong and not as high the range anymore. And Joe said to me, he goes, I think for the Bon Jovi fans out there, they'd love to celebrate 40 years of Bon Jovi, even if he's not coming out. Maybe we could put something together. So I thought, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. Like, I love this. I love the back catalogue. I was a huge fan growing up. I've just been singing "It's My Life" in and Juliet the musical, which is one of their big hits that they wrote with Max Martin. So I was like, yeah, let's do this. So we put together 20 something songs, and we're just gonna have a big rockin' concert. Sort of a move away from musical theatre and cabaret, and this is going to be more to do with let's just go back to my rock and roll roots of where I grew up, playing in pubs and clubs, and yeah, let's just go back and rock out for a couple of hours.
So cool. And so obviously you're coming to Adelaide with it, but you're doing parts of Victoria and Queensland as well.
Yeah, and Hobart. Yeah. So we're starting off in Swan Hill. We've already sold out the Palms in Melbourne. Everything is we're doing Penrith, Leagues Club out in Sydney, which I haven't performed at since like 2004. So I can't wait to get back out there and do that venue. But also, yeah, I haven't performed in Adelaide since probably my cabaret show, which is a few years ago, which is a very small sort of 3-piece kind of thing. But this is going to be, huge.
Awesome. And so you've just finished and Juliet. How did that go for you?
Mate, it's amazing. I've never been a part of something that has as much joy and love just sprinkled throughout it. When I say sprinkled, it's just like a big shotgun of glitter. It's the best show I think that's on stage in the world right now. For escapism, for the audience, I talk about the fact that we live in a world of cancel culture, and this show is definitely the antidote. Like, it's all about second chances. It's all about not only finding yourself, but finding that person that gets you, and having a second chance at love, or having a second chance at life, or and really being honest and truthful and vulnerable and connecting with one another. And yeah, to be honest, it ticked all the boxes for me. Also, Max Martin bangers like Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, NSYNC, Celine Dion, and Demi Lovato, Katy Perry. But also, it's funny. It was just such a fun show to be a part of. David West Reed, one of the writers on Schitt's Creek, has just written this incredible script where the audience is laughing just every single night. So yeah, I'm super grateful to have been a part of be part of the show. I'm still trying to find the words, like on Instagram, it's trying to I want to say something about the show, what it means to me, but it actually meant so much. I don't quite have the words yet. So I've been redrafting this thing. I haven't even posted it yet because I'm like, so many great memories and so many great people that I got to work with on the show.
Do you like the diversity of your career, how you get to, play with in musical theatre, you get to do, your cabaret stuff, and of course now, the rock stuff as well. Is that the spice of life for you, being able to be so diverse in arts and entertainment?
Yeah, I remember many years ago on Australian Idol, I was asked, what do I want to do with my career? And I was like, everything. I love all forms of it, any kind of entertainment. Definitely something more in the fun category is where I probably sit more so in the serious kind of entertainment. But yeah, anything to do with fun entertainment, I've been pretty blessed. And but yeah, I think it's just because I like all those sorts of things. I like different styles of entertainment. That's yeah, I don't want to ever be pigeonholed into one thing. And I suppose I just try and create work in different fields in order to sort of tick those boxes for me. And yeah.
And any more TV work coming up soon?
Yeah, mate, plenty of auditions coming up, as all actors have. So, fingers crossed. Sometimes you're right for something, sometimes you're not. So, yeah, I'll just be auditioning over the next few months until I head off overseas with my partner. But yeah, at this stage, it's auditions and learning all these songs for the Bon Jovi show.
I love it. So let's talk about Bon Jovi. What would your, going back to the early days of Bon Jovi, what would be your favorite classic banger from them?
Oh, mate, there's so many hits. I really like "In These Arms." You're in these arms, I hold you. It's just a beautiful, beautiful song. Like the low verses to the high choruses. "Blaze of Glory," I really love from Young Guns. "Runaway," like his original, like the big first hit, "Runaway," it's just such a great. It's got such a great 80s anthemic tone to it. "Wanted Dead or Alive," "Bad Medicine." Living on a Prayer. Like there's so many songs. There's just so many, and even like sort of more recent kind of hits like "Every Day" and "It's My Life." He just continued to write these bangers.
Yeah. Now, is there one of those particular songs that you actually, so were during rehearsals anyway so far, is there one of those songs that you are really resonating with and thinking, yeah, this one I'm nailing?
I really like "Runaway." It's the first sort of song that we rehearsed.
Yep.
And as a kid who grew up in the 80s, I got an older brother, listening to Bon Jovi, listening to Poison, listening to like Motley Crue, listening to like all those to the 80s sort of like cock rock bands. Like it still really resonates with me, and that sort of like high squealing kind of voice, like like all that stuff. I love doing all that stuff. So
love it. Hey, 21 years since you emerged from Australian Idol. 21 years. How did that go so fast? That's nuts.
Mate, I don't know. I just don't know.
And that was the first season of Australian Idol, of course. Going back to those days, have you got good fond memories of it all?
Yeah, I mean, still think I'm still incredibly grateful for the opportunity for, auditioning with, probably another tens of thousands of people that auditioned for that first year.
Yeah.
And then lucky enough to get a spot in the top 100 and then sort of work my way into the top 12 and then down to the top 5. I still think it's pretty wild. I mean, look, if I had the work ethic that I have now, I wouldn't change a thing, but I didn't really know what I was doing.
Yeah.
Now I know myself a bit more and know what I would have done, what songs I probably would have chosen, but I'll never forget listening to Guy sing for the very first time and going, why are we all even here? Like, this guy's just so like extremely talented. This kid from Adelaide who's just had this incredible gift. Like, what a voice. I spent a lot of time doing that.
Did you catch up?
I caught up with Shane early this year. Guy came and saw and Juliet twice. So I chatted to him a fair bit this year. I just loved it. His boys absolutely loved and Juliet. Hopefully I'll catch up with him on my drive back down to Melbourne in a couple of weeks' time when I go back to Sydney. I'm hoping to get him along to this gig, actually. Maybe he can get up and sing a song. That would be great.
Oh, heaven. Absolutely.
Yeah, but that time was just amazing. I made some really lifelong friends, and Paulini, we did the Masked Singer together a few years ago, and she's an absolute hoot. I'm just so proud of her, what she's done in musical theatre this last few years as well. But it was just a great way to, I suppose, showcase the talents of Australia and give us all a bit of a springboard. But yeah, I never wanted to rest on my laurels and always trying to find the next challenge. For me was always just trying to find what next. As I said, I've been really, really fortunate and really lucky, and I'm so glad that I found musical theatre in 2005 with Grease the Arena Spectacular, and then moving into shows like Wicked and Legally Blonde, Ghost, and yeah, I think it was me was finding that real purpose in musical theatre after Idol. I wasn't quite sure what kind of entertainment that I wanted to do, but yeah, those sort of pop rock musicals, I was like, oh, that's me.
Yeah.
I love this stuff, and I really loved doing 8 shows a week, and yeah, I like the family that it created and that you create in a musical. But yeah, that time was great on the show. I'll never forget my time on the show, making lifelong friends, and yeah, so it's springboarding the career somewhat.
Yeah, love it. Hey, so back onto the show. What can we expect from the Bon Jovi show?
So after doing musicals predominantly this last sort of few years, you know, Hairspray straight into Anne Juliet. I spoke to the boys about this the other night in the band. I was like, I think we just rock out. Like, I don't think we need so much of a narrative. I mean, there might be a bit of banter when, you know, Hossie has to change guitars, or I think we'll do a stripped down section, a little bit of acoustic stuff. I think I'm going to play a couple of songs in there as well, which is nerve wracking for me. But it's fine. I said to Hossie, I can play this. Yeah, we just started playing it last night. I'm like, oh, we should do a little acoustic thing for the show. But I think what we want to do is just have a night where everyone can just come and just rock out, like sing your faces off, you know, like wear your best or worst denim, cut off your sleeves, and come and sing some songs and celebrate Bon Jovi's incredible back catalogue, you know. So I said I think it's going to be less banter and more just party, more rocking out for everyone.
Don't you even tempt me. You know I'm going to be singing along. I'll be there,
mate. Please, if you want, mate, if you want to get up and stage dive, I think
it's on. It's on. The show Bon Jovi is coming to Adelaide, the Regal Theatre, on Friday, the 6th of September. Everybody, make sure you get along. There's going to be the link above, below, however it all works. But please come and see this show. It's going to be amazing. Rob Mills is amazing. The band is electric. I've seen little snippets of it. It's very, very cool. So I can't wait to catch up with you when you get to town. It's only a couple of months away now.
Yeah, mate, we're not far away. What are we, like 6 weeks away, I think?
I know, right? So one last question as we go out. When you get to Adelaide, what is one of the things that you're looking forward to doing? I mean, you're not going to have a lot of time. You don't have a lot of downtime. I get that. But is there a favorite cafe or restaurant or something you want to hang out at?
Mate, I always love when I'm in Adelaide. I love going to the footy, but I think I'll be working. I'll be working, but mate, there's always brand new bars and restaurants popping up in Adelaide. So yeah, mate, anything new in Adelaide, I always love to try out.
I'll give you a list. Again, I think
mate, that'd be great.
Back to back. I think you get in, do the show, go to bed, get on the plane. It's all kind of crazy. Showbiz, right?
Yeah, we've got a really crazy schedule. We're just doing Fridays and Saturdays for the tour, but yeah, I think for this one, in order to conserve my voice, because there's some really high stuff in there. I don't think there'll be much of a party until we finish the tour, which is a few weeks after.
I love it. Well, Rob, I cannot wait to see you on September the 6th in Adelaide. Thank you so much for your time, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks, mate. I'll see you soon.
Friends.